You are about to enter the world of cage innovation. This is not fantasy, for this is very real. Please watch closely. Cage is now propelling you beyond the next level in the snow removal battle. Viewer discretion advised for snow warriors only. Content may not be suitable for the weak-hearted, for those content with their old artillery. Warriors lacking strong profit motive not permitted unless accompanied by unlimited cash. Footage contains graphic acts of violence to the enemy. Filmed on location at drift-clogged condominiums, obstacle-strewn parking lots, and abandoned acres of asphalt. Cage inventor and snow warrior Michael F. Steffen had had enough. After personally waging many frustrating snow battles with old weapons, he was driven to find a better way, something more durable than a V-plow and more maneuverable than a truck, a weapon more versatile than a snow pusher and better than a bucket. The result was the Cage system. Cage combines the simplicity and durability of straight blade plowing with the productivity of a snow pusher, all in one package. Going back and forth between angle plowing and pushing in 5 seconds or less without leaving the cab, that is the Cage advantage. You've been there. Where should I windrow the snow next? With a Cage at your fingertips, you hardly have to think about it. Sometimes nothing is faster for opening up an area than straight blade plowing. At this cul-de-sac, the operator goes around a few times, windrowing with only the blade. The skid steer, along with Cage's extreme 35-degree blade angle, has no problem circling the tight radius. Next, the operator puts the Cage back on and cleans her up. How long would that have taken with a truck? Same thing with a larger lot. Now watch in real time. The operator is windrowing in both directions. Now that's fast. No shifting the tranny, no neck strain backing up. Then when you're sick of slapping that windrow around, just grab your Cage, push it out, and stack it up. If you had cleared this lot with a common snow pusher, you would have needed to follow up with a truck or loader to scrape it down and then clean up the windrows. 3 passes. Not with Cage. It scrapes, plows, and pushes in one pass. Notice how quickly the operator attaches the Cage. From the comfort of the cab, it's easy and safe. Compare this with the fatigue and danger of repeatedly climbing in and out of the machine in order to secure plow wings or to change over to a snow pusher. At this townhome neighborhood, the operator starts by using the blade with the Cage to break out the middle drive aisles. Next, he removes the Cage from the blade in order to back drag the individual driveways. Then he puts the Cage back on to push out the back dragged snow. No snow left in front of driveways, no windrows to chase. Why would you want to have a plow truck at this site? Why pay 2 people to do the job of 1? You know what happens when you put 2 operators near each other on the same site. Less work, that's what happens. To return to military terms, a plow truck is like an untrained recruit. Advance, retreat, advance, retreat. It can't do much, but it sure is in the way. And then the recruit gets injured. You know, evacuate and heal, or return to shop and repair. The manager of this condominium site wanted a lump sum year-round contract for landscape maintenance and snow removal. Stacking snow on any portion of the landscape or parking lots was not allowed. The contractor had no problem pricing the summer work using his usual formulas, but snow was a different story. The contractor had much to lose from an out-of-whack snow bid. The old way would be to budget for loading the snow into trucks during the event and hauling it away. But there was barely enough room for even a pickup truck to maneuver, much less a loader and a dump truck. Also, the city allowed no off-site snow dumping within city limits. But this contractor had an idea. With his Cage system, he knew his skid steer could quickly push the snow from the entire site into one pile in a rarely used portion of a circle drive between 2 of the 5 buildings. The contractor figured there was enough room there to stack at least a 12-inch event. His plan was to return between events with a tractor-mounted snowblower and blow the snow over the landscaping to the base of the retaining wall where there was room for a whole winter's worth of snow. When the contractor showed the manager that this approach might save thousands compared to hauling, the manager gladly granted permission to receive a bid based upon the innovative plan. When the bids were opened, all other bids were at least 50% higher, and no one guaranteed the hauling price. The cage contractor was awarded the contract, with an option for 3 years, 36 months of guaranteed income. The residents appreciated the fact that their contractor's smart idea also showed environmental sensitivity by saving fuel, eliminating the need for an off-site snow dump, and that one skid steer caused much less noise than trucks and loaders. Cage made all of this possible. Seconds between plowing and pushing, making a profit. These are the Cage advantages. At Cage, we don't roll out a new weapon until we think it's as tough as a tank. Then we pound it around in a test battle. If it doesn't pass muster with our heavies, it gets sent back to the drawing board. Here the operator purposely puts the weight of the loader directly on the cage hooks, but causes no damage. Next, he attempts to dislodge the cage, but he cannot. With the cage in place, the hydraulic angling function of the blade is unhindered. No snow pusher can do this. The cage operator can maneuver the load to a precise location without spilling snow next to adjacent vehicles. Without the cage, how many passes would have been needed to clear these parking stalls with just a blade and without leaving trails? Stack it up. The cage stacks higher and faster than a loader bucket because you don't have to curl and dump. Down pressure? Bring it on. The cage blade can take it. Moving forward or back dragging, the sharp attack angle of the cage blade scrapes aggressively. Notice how the blade's shape allows a close encounter with the garage door. How does the cage scrape so well, even while acting as a pusher? Because the cage floats on the blade, not on the box skids like snow pushers. The cage polyurethane skids just barely touch the pavement, just enough to prevent spillage. All the weight and down pressure is applied to the blade cutting edge. Result? Less wear on the box and a cleanly scraped lot. Almost no surface is perfectly flat. This means the blade must oscillate in order to scrape across the entire length of the cutting edge. The cage 9-foot blade oscillates over 11 inches, even under down pressure and when fully angled. Watch the bolt slots to see oscillation in action. So now, just when you thought you've seen it all, witness what is rolling out of the Cage plant in August of 2009. All of the Cage advantages mounted on a compact utility tractor. How many thousands of people have been begging for this? Landscapers, farmers, contractors, campuses, facility managers, municipalities, ranchers, hobby farmers. A durable, economical, and professional snow removal system for their compact utility tractor. The Cage is mounted close to the tractor, not dangling way out on the end of loader arms. It lifts high and angles sharply. It has strong positive down pressure. The blade attaches quickly to the undercarriage with just one pin and hydraulic couplers. The undercarriage can stay on the tractor year-round. The Cage box comes on and off in 3 seconds from the cab with the flick of a joystick. How many applications are waiting for this? You can order one now. Cage innovation. If it wasn't revolutionary, we wouldn't say so. Only those who demand a faster, better way will win the snow battles of tomorrow. Once you arm yourself with a Cage, you won't venture forth without it. Way to go, soldier. Now you're cooking.